Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of DC Collectors. Today we're taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman Arkham Asylum The Joker action figure. Now this guy took me forever to get, and the reason being is because I pre-ordered it on Amazon. Amazon lost the package, or actually the mail, USPS lost the package. It said it shipped and it never delivered. So I called up Amazon a few days later and they sent out a new batch of the Joker and the Batman, which I'll review a little bit later on. But this particular Joker is based on the classic Batman Arkham Asylum game, which is, if you haven't played it, it is just a fantastic game to play, especially if you're a Batman fan. But not just that, if you're a video game fan, you'll love that game. And this particular Joker, it looks exactly like the character from the video game. Take a quick look at the figure in the box. He is just, looking at the box, he is just a beautiful, beautiful action figure, beautiful rendition of the Joker. You can see the box is basically the same thing that they always do. I like the side look here. Gives you the name of the figure and what what multiverse the figure is from. The back of the box gives you a look at the artwork that the figure was based off on, as well as a few other figures from the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line. Here's another side of the box, and if you want to get all the good stuff like the UPC number and stuff, there is the bottom of the box, which I did notice that it says DC Gaming right there beside Arkham Asylum Joker. Interesting. Alrighty, so with that out of the way, let's open this bad boy up and play with him. So here is the Joker action figure. Now you can see he looks very cool. This might be literally outside of the Hellbat Batman suit of armor and the Superman Unchained armor. This might be my favorite DC Multiverse figure to date. McFarlane did an excellent job in capturing the exact look of the Joker from the video game, and just the way the figure feels in your hand, it is fantastic. Let's take a look at the card you get here. You can see that all the figures come with this little card, which is neat. I like the fact that they include those little things. There you go. Just gives you all the data about the figure. Stick that to the side. He does come with the standard McFarlane black base, although initially when these figures first came out, I liked the black base, but as we get further and further into this, I wish they would include the flight stand with all of them. And the reason being is because some of them are a little hard to stand up, especially the animated figures. Here is the Joker's gun, and I like the fact that they actually, went the extra mile and painted the handle different from the rest of the gun. That's pretty nice. And you get two laughing, chatter mouths, or whatever you want to call them. Little things that you have to throw batarangs at in the game. They're so aggravating. So nothing really for the figure to hold, but cool accessories nonetheless. Now let's take a look at this figure, and let's give you a good look at the face. Just look at that. You're not gonna beat that. It looks like the eyes are pretty spot on with the paint job. The actual paint job itself, there's no bleed over anywhere that I can tell just from here. Everything looks top notch with the paint, especially on his head. Look at that, the side profile, just classic look. And you may say, why does his hairline go back so far? Well, that's the way he looked in the game. So they did a perfect job at capturing that look of the Joker. I'm super happy with this particular piece. Now let's look at the articulation on this guy. He does have, as you can see, of course, he has the butterfly shoulders. He can turn at the shoulder as well. He also has bicep swivel. He has the double jointed elbows, as you can see here, and his wrists are the classic McFarlane wrists, so they can go back and forth and they can spin all the way around as well. His head can turn all the way around, which is pretty cool. Now, here's something that I like. No ab crunch with this one. or not really an ab crunch, but like a turn at the waist, like a lot of the McFarlane figures have. I like the design choice here because the aesthetic looks better if you leave out that particular joint right there. But he does have some mobility at the waist, some back and forth, and he can turn, you know, he's got coattails right here, so I don't really want to turn him too far because I don't want that to really mess that up. Let's look at, he can do an awesome split, so that's pretty cool. He has pretty good mobility with his legs. He does have double jointed knees, as you can see there, which I like that. He has the, you know, toes that can go up and down, which I'm not really a fan of that. Now, the way the pants do, they do hang down over the ankles, so you don't get as much mobility out of the ankles, but I like the fact that the pants do hang over because it hides that what I call an awkward looking joint in all of the DC Multiverse figures from McFarlane Toys. I hate that with a passion. This hides it very well, so I'm good with that this time around. Let's see if we can put the gun in the Joker's hand. Typically, these hands are a little hard to move. Oh, whoop! Well, there I go, trying to break something. I really probably need to heat this mug up before trying to make him grab it, but I'm going to go with it like that. Just a great looking figure. I mean, he actually feels good in your hands as well, so I can't complain. This is top 5 or top 3 DC McFarlane Toys figures so far. Top 3. This is a must-have. You have to get him. Even if you don't like the Arkham Asylum games, you can use this as your regular Joker in your collection, and it is amazing. Just before we go, look at the detail in the suit. Just the sculpting in the suit, the little buttons on his shirt, the belt buckle. I mean, you don't get this in any other action figure line that you can buy at Walmart or off the shelf. You know, to me, this is way more than a $20 action figure. Way more. But somehow McFarlane Toys does it. They produce these at $20 a pop. You don't beat this. You don't get as much bang for your buck as you do with these McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. This 5 out of 5. I highly recommend you grab this figure today. So if you like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. You can check me out on DCCollectors.com each and every day for the latest DC Comics toy and action figure news. And you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at DC Collectors. Peace.